Testing. Okay, I think we're good. Welcome everybody to episode 2 of this brand new forecast series. Got a lot of things to talk about. That's why I decided to do this episode live. And again, even if you do not visit it live, it will still be recorded onto YouTube and you can go back and watch it later. But it is really important that you watch these videos in order of which week they are in. Okay, so I'm going to start off right away saying that this is going to be a pretty lengthy video probably. I don't know how long it's going to take me to get through. But I want to go over some important things and then some not so important things, but also important things. So I did change the setup of this slideshow that I use for the week's forecast, just a little more better so I can explain things a little bit better. And I'll be using a different modeling program than the free ones I've been using. This one you have to pay for. So if you do want to use this one, it's more for like professionals, I would say. It's a little more harder to use. But I'm glad to have them to do this video and have more in-depth of the forecast. Now, if you are not already subscribed to the channel and you like this content, please subscribe and like. Even a like will help me go a long ways. I'm just trying to get these videos out further to people around West Michigan and Lower Michigan. Again, like I said, I try my best with these videos, but we're going to do what we can. So first we're going to go through the slide that I made. And I did, you can access this if you are on the Facebook page. And all of my pictures and stuff that are on this slide will be posted also into my Facebook group. So if you want to join and be a part of that, you'll get this before these videos come out. All right, let's start here. Okay, so right here we have a temperature graph here. Now this is the GFS, I think. I can't see. I'm gonna, hold on. Yes, it's the GFS. It's the newest GFS. Okay, good. I was like, for a second. So this is the GFS, as you can see. Tomorrow it's going to be 36, and then a low of 34. Now these are modeled forecast here, so this will change, but kind of gives you of what I'm expecting and what I typed in my forecast here, and then I have, yeah, we'll go with that route. So as you can see here, these are above average. You don't usually typically see these temperatures each time of year, especially up in the 40s, stuff like that. But I think that this model does a good job, at least with this run, of with some temp forecast here. And I think the lows are pretty well here too. It looks like next weekend we could have a bit of a below average weekend. I'm not quite set on next weekend yet, but it was looking colder. It could actually be colder than what that is showing. But we could only have highs in the on February 3rd and 4th, only highs in the 20s. Those could go up and change, like I said, a couple days out there. But this week, expect nice temperatures. I expect some sun up this week. I think that there will still be clouds around each day, but I do expect way more sun this coming next week. And like I said, well, we'll get to that part, but I don't see much precipitation chances except for the tomorrow and Monday night into Tuesday, and that one I will get into once we get to that slide. Now, what has me kind of concerned is more in the long range, but like I said, I'll get to that in a little bit here. Now, as you can see, we get into the week after next, so beginning of middle of next week. Okay, we're still gonna have highs way above average. They're gonna rise back up, but this right here in this day, now this is for Grand Rapids area. their station. So I'll go over some more here in a second after I get through this slide of like Kalamazoo area and places south. But I do think that even with what this is showing, I do think that the week after this coming week is we could have highs in the 50s for at least a couple of days. And then we kind of fall a little bit back down, but we're still above average. And that's pretty much it from this model. Um, these are going to be the most accurate numbers here. Okay, we're going to go to the next slide. There we go. Yep. Okay. So this is going to be a little harder to explain, and you just see it in this graph and you kind of don't know what it means. And this is one of the reasons I made this video, to explain the Arctic Oscillation. So this is this is 50 members of the Euro, and this is what you call the EPS model. And what we're seeing here is right now we're on our positive phase, and we're going to go even further into our positive phase, but then you see that it dips down into the negative numbers here. This is the negative phase, and this is the models towards the green is that's the controlled ensemble mean, and then these grays are just different ones. But a negative phase, what positive phase is, it means more likely that your chances are going to be above normal temperatures. That means that the Arctic air is not really, it's going to be pretty stable up in the north. But as soon as we get in a negative phase, that just means colder temperatures in the northern United States, or United States in general. So judging by this graph, and I've been looking further into it, it is looking more likely that we're going to have a lengthy cool down period. And yeah, the Climate Prediction Center also agrees with equal chances of both. So I'm starting to see more and more signs of this actually happening. That's why in my long range forecast, I did put that it more confidence has been increased here for that reason. So that's just a nice way of looking at if we're going to be colder or warmer than average. And, okay, so again, this is on my Facebook group page, and then so is the long range discussion. So I just typed this up like maybe a couple hours ago. Basically what it says here is, we're going to have temps in the upper 30s and 40s with a small chance of rain showers mixed with snow showers. So tomorrow looks like the most likely period for that. And then Monday night into Tuesday, I expect some more rain mixed with snow showers, probably more rain than snow. But we'll have to keep an eye on Monday and Tuesday for sure, because if it does trend a little bit cooler, we could be looking at more snow. We'll just have to figure out that time period when that comes. But I didn't really add that in there because, again, I'm not really confident on that happening. And I don't really see any, major winter weather concerns or anything like that. I think that we are going to be above average temps, and stuff's going to melt even if it does. It's going to be most likely rain. Then the long range here is the more significant, I guess, side of anything. Is that I'm thinking that we're going to have temps between 20 and 30, so lower 30s, and sometimes lower 20s, mainly in the 20s. I'm way ahead of thinking that this is not going to be as cold as the last one, but this will probably be the more longer dipped period of colder temperatures, especially freezing temperatures. And it does look like it could get stormier along with this, which is kind of a concern because we get these cold temperatures that allow for snow, and then we had to deal with more plowing and salting and just more road accidents and just all right, not good weather. So I think that's it here. Yep, that's it, because the next one's blank. All right, just give me a second here, and we're going to flip to another. Okay, see if the computer works with me this time. Sometimes it doesn't. Okay, go here. Okay, so you remember that chart I was talking about earlier? This is where I get these from, and again, you have to pay monthly subscription to get these, and these are a little harder to manage, but I do like the way that these are set up. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to, again, this is Grand Rapids. We're going to go to a couple areas that I know of for sure, and then so we'll do Kalamazoo here, and I think Kalamazoo is going to look, yeah, very similar and even higher for that period at time. So if you take a look here, we're at Saturday, and then the temps will stay above average through, and then you have that cool down Saturday and Sunday, and then you have the warm back up, and I think a significant warm up at least Friday into Saturday, and maybe even into Sunday, where it could really feel like spring out there and be a nice day to. And I think that we'll probably see sun around that time. That is a little far out to say, but I think that this forecast has a lot more sun in it than the last. And then what we can do here is go to another area. Why not? We mainly stick with West Michigan usually, but I do all of Michigan, so I might do Detroit here. But we're gonna do Muskegon because I know that there's people that live in Muskegon and they'd probably like to see their temperatures. This is the GFS model again. There's a couple other models we can look at if we need to, but GFS is the American model, and I do like the way it's handling with these temperatures. So yeah, very similar. Um, uh, they're a little more north, so as you can see, but very, very similar temperatures here. Um, Even they're above average. And if you even go to the Upper Peninsula, you'll be looking at above average too. And it looks like you're going to have that significant warm up around the Friday and Saturday time frame that I've been talking about. We could be seeing 50s at least for Friday and Saturday. Now, could that change? Yes, it could. And then we'll do Ann Arbor. If there's anybody that lives in Ann Arbor that watches these videos, here's your forecasted temps for the week into next week, into the week after, whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? You can see the dates down here. If you do get lost, there is the dates down here. Right here, you can see what February, stuff like that. If you're lost on what it is. Um, we'll go ahead and do one more. I know people who live in Flint. Okay, go ahead and do Flint here. Same thing, as you can see, very, very, very similar. Um, that's why my confidence in this forecast is high. Okay, now we are going to move on to a little different here. I didn't want that. What is this? New York? No. Um, lifts. Analysis. Glitchiness, all right. Some temperatures there. We'll look at. Come on. No, that's pressure. Dang it. What did I want to show? I don't know. Hold on, guys. So I wanted to go ahead and look at the. Okay, here we go. So this is pretty much sums up. We have this system down here, and is going to shift north here, but it's also going to shift east. Okay, so as you can see here, we have this storm here. We're keeping an eye on for tonight into tomorrow. Um, and if I go ahead and oh god, okay, if I go ahead and zoom time here, you can see it's going to clip us here. We're definitely gonna miss the heaviest of it. The heaviest of it's gonna be on the east coast out into the ocean. The storm does not look very bad at all. It doesn't even look that windy. If we go 11 days out here, you can see that we'll have more systems come through. Um, but like I said, I don't see no major systems all the way out in the 15 days here. At least yet. Nothing catches my eyes yet. Um, but we'll figure that out more when we get there. I wanted to look at the I want to look at temp anomalies here, just because I think that it's going to be important if I do that. Okay, this should. Nope, this does not have that. We usually have all this stuff put up, but now I swear I had it up. Okay, here we go. Temp anomalies here. So as you can see, this may look like a lot to you too, but you know your colors. So we have a ridge here that is dominating our weather here. And then we have more ridge coming here, but then we have our storm system here, which is not there no more, but we know this is when it was there. And if I go ahead, what am I doing? Go ahead here and move time, maybe. We'll go ahead and I wish I could do that with this stupid thing. So as you can see, ridging is definitely going to be a major player. We're going to see some systems come through and try to break up the ridging, but it's going to be the most dominant thing. But then here, we're going to start to see some colder air come in and more storm systems around day 10 here. And then we get to the 15th. Now, this is where we're going to start getting colder. As you can see, this ridge is moving out here. This is going bye-bye. It's going that way. And this colder air is coming in behind it and punching through it. Now, I think the difference between this and the last cold outbreak is that we had it coming more from the north. Now, yes, this air is still coming from the north here, but because of the way that the pattern is and the jet stream is, this is going to follow it down and make the jet stream, I'm thinking it's going to fall more again, which is going to cause us to be in a more of a favorable storm track, which and also colder temperatures. Again, I don't know how cold, and we're still really far out for me to know how cold, but you know, things could significantly change from here and then. But I think that we could be looking at a stormy period with very cold temps, which is not good in the future of things, especially with the way drivers and just things are. So, if you thought winter was over, it is far from over. And I think that this will extend way into March, and I'll show you why here in a second again. We'll go ahead and go back to my Wait, did it not change the thing? Oh man, and it didn't, because it opened up another tab. Looks like we're gonna be explaining this again. Good thing this is live, because I can't change it now. Okay, we're going to redo my speech, but faster this time. Um, all right, here we are again. See if I can see myself right. Yes, I do. No. No, I can't. Okay, so I'm just going to do this a better way because I am. Computer is weird and doesn't want to work sometimes. So we're just going to do this a better way here. I'm just going to go ahead and share my whole screen because, no, don't invite people. Sorry again. We're just going to do entire screen because it seems to be the only way I can do in marks at the same time. Um, okay, here we are. All right. So back here, as you can see, again, I was talking about ridging. Ridging is this. This is ridging. There's more ridging over here. Ridging. This causes warmer than average temps and usually is associated with also high pressure, which keeps storm systems away, basically. Easy way to put that. And then we go out to day 15, the longest this model will go out to, unless I look at extended, which is Fantasyland, so I'm not really going to look at that. This is even Fantasyland here. But this has been showing up consistently is that we're going to have a trough. This is a trough. So we got ridging, which is this. This is ridging. This is a trough. Troughing usually brings our storms, our systems, and also cooler temperatures. And where these troughs are coming from and forming from, or these storm systems, they're coming from the Arctic. So when we looked at our graph earlier, which I will show again, this is what it's showing. And this is the same model that has that graph earlier. But as you can see, we're going to be in this ridging for a while. But you're going to see here, this blue line, this is basically the north jet here. This is our jet stream. This is our main weather flower here. Without this thing, our weather systems would flow all over the place and be wrong. But this usually keeps, this is what I like to call an extended thing, the storm track here. The scribble scrabbles here. But you kind of understand what I'm talking about. Blue, colder, stormier. In the summer, you'll see blue. That does not mean that it's going to be 30 degrees. It's just this. It's what I call again troughing. They're troughs. They bring us our weather usually. They also usually dip if they're strong enough. They mess up. They put ripples in the jet stream, which makes it fall. Now we're in an El Nino problem. El Nino pattern right now. So usually this jet stream here, this blue jet stream, is usually more north, and it usually stays north. That's why we don't see very many snowstorms. And this also keeps ridging a thing and possibility and helps ridging, which keeps us warmer than average usually and drier. Now, these blue things in a La Nina, we would have more of that in the jet stream and make more sagging down all the time. And I think we've seen a mixture of that this year. It's definitely more warmer than average and drier, though. Definitely evident that this is a La Nina. I mean El Nina, which is the E one, not the not the A one. I don't know if that makes any sense to anybody. But that is this model's viewing of it. Now, if we look at the GFS, it has a similar scenario, but this one is kind of really. I'm still showing that dip, but it is kind of all over the place. And then it's a mixture, and this was showing better last night, not this night. And if we look at the G, it's showing similar, um, which means I think that the warm air will be a little longer. But like I said, this has to go somewhere, and it is going this way. And this will end up pushing this ridging out of the way and make room for the troughing here. A lot of talk about a lot of scientific stuff. I'm trying to simplify it as much as I possibly can. So I'm hoping that makes sense as much as I can make it make sense. And to give you a look of what I look at when I'm looking at things here. Now, if we I don't know what just happened. It went white and nothing happened. Okay. So here is our precipitation above average or below average precipitation. And as you can see, we're going to have an atmospheric river that is going to bring storminess to the west here. And it's even going to bring storminess down here to Texas, where I think some severe weather concerns can be. And then, as you can see, the Great Lakes area in the east is experiencing drier than normal. So we're not really going to see much in the way of precipitation, which is nice because we get to dry out and stay that way. And again, this is the GFS or GFS members, also Canadian, I guess. I don't know. If you look at the EPS, it shows same thing. And if we look at the GFS, maybe, it doesn't show. But everybody gets what I'm saying here. It's that. Okay, so we're going to go back here to here. Okay, so then again, here's this graph again. There will be a new one soon. And I'll be going over that one. But this is the most latest one. And again, what I was saying at the beginning of the video, but I don't think that it was showing very well. Here, right now, this is the period that we're in. We're in positive phase. And this is when I think that we're going to see our 50s. But then we make a big drop and then another big drop. And it looks like this could last all the way into the 7th of March and past that. So what I take away from here is that cold air is coming, winter is not done, and below average temperatures are looking more likely into the middle of this month, into next month. Well, not this month, but February, and then into March. It's looking like a period of below average temperatures. So take out of that as a summary, we're looking in the long term at below average temperatures, possibly with some snowstorms. I'm not going to go out and say that they're going to be major snowstorms, but I think that we could have, if I had to take a guess, maybe 1 or 2 big snowstorms. But again, that is not a thing yet, and a cat thinks you can play on things. But that is a simplified way of looking at, or my way of looking at, the future here. And again, this could change, and then I could be talking about something totally different in the weeks to come. But this is our extended forecast outlook here in the GFS. These are the temperatures we're going to be dealing with these next couple of weeks. If you do not like the warm, I'm sorry, but this is looking like a warm forecast for at least a while. If you're a fan of the cold, you might like Saturday into Sunday next week, next weekend. It's definitely looking like your type of weather there. But then we warm way back up, and we could be seeing 50s the week after. And that has been the theme and been in the forecast for a while. So I'm believing that's going to be pretty likely. Whew, that's a lot to talk about. Okay. Now to get on to the extra stuff here before I go ahead and stop here and change here. So futures plans here. I'm gonna go ahead and leave this up for now. Um, I'm gonna do 2 forecast videos a week, so 2 forecast episodes a week. Right now the schedule is kind of goofy, and I don't know if I'm really gonna keep it this way. What my plans are to do is one video on Monday, in the beginning of the week, to explain the whole 7 day, and then do a video on Friday for the weekend and into next week. Now, the thing that's kind of weird with that is then I do another video. It's weird, but I think that's what's going to be. So expect a video on Monday and expect a video on Friday, if not Saturday, depending on when I get out of work and things, because that's going to be fun to try to figure that out. But expect videos then. I'm not going to do a video every day just because I don't feel the need to do that every day. It's going to be similar to the next day when I say it. Now, significant weather events like severe weather, severe winter weather, any weather events that are major or worth talking more about, I will do extra videos on those and briefings just for those events, if so the case comes. Also, live coverage and stuff like that. More of that will be expected this year. Now, I just typed up. I've started making a schedule for this year for 2024. The only thing that I know for sure and what I have scheduled is starting March 17th. So this is still a whiles away, but it is coming up. Will be Severe Weather Awareness Week. And I'll have a live stream kickoff. We'll do a live stream some point on the 17th, where we'll just be going over what is Severe Weather Awareness Week, and then we'll go over the different types of severe weather things. If you do miss the live stream, you can watch it again. But then I will also be doing separate videos more in tune on severe weather topics. So thunderstorm hazards, severe thunderstorms, multi-cell thunderstorms, hail, tornadoes, mm, anything severe really. So look, from the 17th to the 23rd is going to be all severe weather awareness weeks. I will be doing videos all week that week, at least one video a week. So look forward to that one. That one's going to be a little more fun. If there is anybody watching this, just know that this is what I have coming up, and it's going to be what's going to happen. As for now, that looks like the only big events I have right now. I do have more plans or more in the planning process to do, along with probably trying to get more train videos other than just weather. So then it's more interesting than just weather. So then I have more content. Um, but that is the weather side of the things. If I can figure out more ideas, I will jot them down on this list here. But as for now, mark these on your calendars. These are going to be the days that are going to be really important to kind of tune in, and very in depth there of the Severe Weather Awareness Week. That's that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and leave the live stream. I think that I covered what I could today. Just know that this week is going to be pretty calm and quiet than it has been this last couple of weeks, and then the cold weather outbreak we just had. So people are probably still trying to fix up after that and just other things. So it is nice to be able to calm down for a while on the weather side. Oh wait, before I go, I will show you my Facebook group. If you have not joined this group, I do have it set as private for now, but if you do search it up, you will find it. And here I post my updates and pictures, and I will be posting a lot of things on this page. This will be my most updated. This will be more updated than Facebook will be. Then YouTube will be updated. And it's Armored Weather, just like YouTube. If you search that in there, it'll probably send you to it, but it will probably have you stop, and I will have to approve you to be a member. I'm trying to get more members. If you know other people that live in Mid Michigan, West Michigan, anything like that, tell them that this is a good group for weather information, and stuff like that. And again, I posted the same forecast video, same forecast discussion as I did today, and these will be updated at least once a day, if not the long range one. Yeah, the long range forecast here. This one will only be updated. I'm thinking twice a week. The daily forecast update will be once a day. So expect another fresh update tomorrow sometime. Don't have it planned, but I'll have another update. Usually, I try to do them around evening as we get better data then. But anyways, thanks for tuning in, and I will see you guys in the next one.